Hey everyone, welcome to week 6. It is blowing my mind that we're already here for week 6. That's so crazy to me. Here is our to-do list for the week. Watch the video, read 5.2 over effective reading and 5.3 over note-taking. We have a presentation that we're going to be looking at, and then a quiz, and then a group discussion. So let me just go ahead and click on the presentation and jump right in. This week, we are spending time looking at effective reading and different note-taking strategies. So effective reading is reading it. Words are hard sometimes, you know? Let me just read this to you. Reading effectively means reading in a way that helps you understand, evaluate, and reflect on a written text. As you might guess, these skills are very important to college students no matter what field you're going into. You'll be doing a lot of reading. This last sentence, part of the sentence, is especially true for online learners. It's just is what it is. You guys have a lot of things and a lot of information that you have to intake and then you have to read. And it just, again, is what it is. This little yellow section is straight from the chapters, and it just gives my brain is not working well today. I am so sorry. This and this go together. I will let you read that since I'm struggling. All right, these right here are some effective reading strategies. I do want to insert a little thing here. This week, I am taking an online training, and it is set up just like how your classes are set up in Blackboard. And so I'm having to do all these readings and do these discussion boards. So I completely understand what you guys are all going through. And I have been using these strategies to help me go through that course. And so please know that I am not just throwing random information at you. I'm taking the time to read through the chapters I'm asking you to read through, doing some research, looking for things that are valuable and good information. And then I'm also applying it to my own life in the training that I'm having to do this week. So okay, let's move on. Take a moment and look at these strategies because I can personally attest that they have been helpful. This video is a longer video. It's like 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I don't remember exactly, but the most helpful information is from 1 minute and 50 seconds to 8 minutes and 14 seconds. I do want you to watch at least that little chunk of the video. This one, he goes over in detail 5 different active reading or effective reading strategies that I found all of them at least a little bit helpful. Again, I watched so many videos and this was one of the best ones. So please take the time to watch this. All right, let's move on to note taking. The first important step in note taking is to figure out how you want to take notes. What system works best for you? What supplies do you need? So this is all very, very personal. What works for you might not be what works for me. What I do probably doesn't work for every one of you. So first you got to figure out, are you pencil paper person? Are you sticky notes everywhere? Do you like to print things off and highlight them? Do you just like to keep all your notes digital? That's the first step in note taking. These are some different strategies that I have found. I'm going to click through these. Again, another longer video. Just watch it between this time frame. You don't have to watch the whole thing. This video is about 5 minutes long, and it is specifically speaking to online learners, online college classes. So, all good stuff here. Okay, I want to spend some time here. These are some apps or extensions that you can get on your computer that I have found helpful. Grammarly, I put this extension on my computer literally the first day I started working here. I use Grammarly all the time. Sometimes I type really super fast and, like my hands work faster than my brain and I misspell things all the time. And so Grammarly does a really good job about notifying me if I make spelling errors or grammar mistakes. This works when I'm typing in almost anything. Almost anything. Sometimes it doesn't work very well with Blackboard. Um, so just a heads up there. Speechify. Oh my gosh, Speechify has become my best friend, especially this week. I have had to read very long articles for this training. And so I have been able to use this to listen to it and like follow along. Um, Let me just show you how Speechify works because I love it. So if this is not helpful to you, I'm sorry. So for example, here is our chapter for this week. I have the extension for Speechify, and so I can click on this
5.2 effective reading strategies. Questions to consider.
and it reads it to me. And it highlights so that I can either just listen or listen and follow along. Cool thing about Speechify is you can get premium if you want to pay for it, and you can have like famous people read it to you. So you could be listening to this and it's in Snoop Dogg's voice. Take that as you will. If you want to pay for Snoop Dogg to read you your assignments, then go for it. All right. Also, I want to point out if you click on these logos, it will take you to the websites. Evernote, I used this in one of my meetings last week and I liked it okay. I'm really more of a pencil paper type note taker. But I forced myself to use this so I could tell you if it was a good resource or not. And it was. It had some really cool templates on how it would set up what type of note you wanted to take. Um, but other than that, it's kind of just, I mean, you're just typing, Go Conquer. This had some cool things. I'm gonna go ahead and click on it, and it's free to sign up for. But some tools that it has, it does have built-in courses where you can go and search for information. But if you want to create your own flashcards or mind maps and flow charts, this was my favorite part about this resource is that you can digitally create mind maps and flow charts. Which if you're like kind of like a visual learner, um, I am. And so sometimes mind mapping helps me, so that's like putting your subject in the middle and then like branching off different little things. And so if you're not a pencil paper person and you want to do it on your tablet, you could do that. Zoho Notebook, just another digital note taking. This one was a little bit more pretty if you like a little, put in pictures and things like that. If you kind of care more what your notes look like, this one was for that. Microsoft OneNote, if you use Microsoft, that is a good digital note taking app. It's not on here, but Google Docs and Google Keeps is also a good place where you could take digital notes. I've also included some YouTube channels, which is where some of these videos in this presentation came from, and some websites. The note-taking strategies that I copied and pasted were from this exam study expert. So just to cite my sources there. One super important thing here, effective reading and note-taking strategies look different for everyone. In the end, you just have to find what works best for you. So just like time management, when it comes to note-taking, you just have to figure out what's best for you. So once you read your chapters, read through the presentation, there is a quiz. I will say, you're going to want to read these chapters to be able to be successful in this quiz, because it does ask some questions that are a little bit more detailed. Group discussion. It's short. It is like 2 questions. Do you currently have a preferred way to take notes? Which note-taking strategy from the notebook or presentation do you think will be most beneficial to you? So answer that discussion. And once you have finished that on your to-do list, you should be good for this week. So if you need anything, I am here for you. Call me, email me, post in our questions and answers up here at the top of all the modules, and I will get back to you. I hope that you guys have an awesome, awesome week. I told myself I was going to keep this video under 10 minutes, and I'm at like 11 minutes. So I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time.